And on the MMA Hour, you said that you kind of alluded to Alex using, spiritual advisors and shamans and stuff from his village. I think people were a little confused by what you meant. Can you explain what you meant by what you believe Alex uses these shamans and spirits and stuff?
Yes, everybody knows that, and he's doing these rituals before the fight. Everybody can feel that, what's around him and what's going on. So, and I think Alex can't fight without that. So, and that's something what he's using like normally in a fighting. And let's see. This is like right now. This is my challenge to him. If we can fight in a clear way in this case, yeah, to be not without like some another things, some whatever, but let the higher power be there in the cage to see who's the best in the world, in the performance, in the pure performance. That's all.
Is that something you'll ask him to do, to face you without doing all of that, to see who's the best?
Yeah.
And just last thing for me, of course, endless speculation about the injury and the recovery and stuff. Do you remember the day during your rehab, whatever it was, where you got back in there and you're like, this feels right now. I'm ready to go towards a fight again?
I've been feeling like I was ready to go for a while, but, I listened to the team, I listened to the doctors, and so I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that, for the simple fact of I've been ready to go since I got hurt.
When you get in the cage on Saturday, is that when you're only going to 100% get that confidence back in it, or is that not even lingering in your mind?
What? I don't even know how you even came forward that question from what I just said. What?
Fair enough.
Am I only going to get 100? That was strange.
Илья, я тебя приветствую. Поздравляю тебя с титулом. Перед тем, как ты завоевал титул, за несколько дней до боя у тебя было интервью в интернете, где ты посягнул на одно из самых святых для людей из СНГ и Кавказа, это на улицу. Ты сказал, что ты, если встретишься с Исламом Махачевым на улице, ему понадобится больница. Вопрос в следующем. Ты родился в Германии, а в 15 лет уже переехал в Испанию. Что ты можешь знать об улице? Спасибо.
Question to Ilia. First of all, congratulations on winning the title. And before the title match, there was a couple of weeks ago when you were asked a question about a fight with Makhachev, and you said something about, if we have to fight on the street, then I would have to pay his medical bills. The question is, what do you know about the street? Because you were born in Germany and then you moved to Spain. So what would you know about it?
Can you speak in English, please? Thank you.
ქართულად დაიჭირე ტრადუქტორი და გადათარგმნე. გადაუთარგმნეთ რამე ქართულად ამას უთხარი. ხო.
Ilia just asked who bring this guy in this room.
I've come by myself.
So you're going to have to stand up and leave the room by yourself.
Why is that?
Ilia, it's funny. We were just looking at how the media had scored it, and right down the middle, I had it 2-2 going into the last round, and I thought Strickland won the last round. Guys who were sitting at the same table had it the other way, and it was a close fight. I thought Strickland looked great in the first two rounds. I mean, the jab was fucking beautiful. You don't see jabs like that in MMA. And the jabs did what they're supposed to do. Both of his eyes were swollen shut. He slowed down in the third and fourth. Du Plessis kept coming forward, then started mixing up takedowns and punches. And I had it even going to the fifth round. I'm like, this is the round, see who wants it. And they both started to turn it up a little bit. It's one of those tight fights. But I'm also one of these guys, I believe you have to take it from the champion.
Just so for the record, is there some people that think I lost the fight? Dana said it? Well, bullshit.
Хамзат Чимаев антропометрический, очень необычный боец, он высокий, плюс очень хорошо борется. Вот я смотрю сейчас на твоих спарринг-партнеров, на твою команду, и не вижу там высокого, такого сухого какого-то борца.
By physicality, he's a very uncomfortable opponent. He's tall, he's a really good wrestler. I'm looking right now at your team, and I don't see anybody who can replicate him. How do you feel about that?
I train with tall guys at home. I just didn't bring them with me.
Я тренируюсь с высокими пацанами дома, но они просто не приехали сегодня.
To be honest, Max, Ilia is more complete than you, has more knockout power. Do you think you have any chance against Ilia Topuria?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't, brother. We get to find out come Saturday night, my guy. Tune in. Remember what you said and tune in.
Right before the main event, Bilal Muhammad's corner put the Palestine flag behind him on the fence, and what it looked like from press row was they were told to put it down. So I was just wondering, because there were other flags shown throughout the night, if that was kind of random or if that's a policy thing because of the war. Like Bilal Muhammad's corner had the Palestine flag behind him, and someone told them to put it down. So was that random, or is it like a policy thing because of?
He put a what?
Palestine flag.
Oh, Palestine flag, and somebody said take it down? Who said take it down?
I don't know who it was, but it looked like it was someone from the UFC. There was like two people just like telling them to don't put it on the fence.
Looked like there were people from UFC? Were they wearing fucking UFC hats or
no, I mean
name tags?
Otherwise, they wouldn't have been right at the octagon.
I have no idea.
But there's no like new flag policy thing because of anything.
I have no idea. I get what you're trying to do, but I have no idea.
I was just wondering because.
Yeah. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. Good try. I have no idea, but good try. You guys love to do that shit. Have a good night.
I did want to ask, you're in Toronto. Welcome. Glad to hear it. It's been great.
Are you Canadian?
Of course I am.
Are you part of the fucking opposition? Are you?
I don't know how to phrase that.
You got like fucking. Yeah.
Well, I did want to ask.
Did you vote for Trudeau?
I'm not going to say.
And let me tell you something right now. If a man says he's not going to say, like if you ask a motherfucker, did you vote for Biden? He's like, well, I'm not going to say. That's none of your business. He voted for fucking Biden.
Sean,
so hey.
Sean, I'm glad you've had great experiences.
So this is what I'm talking about, you guys. The enemy of Canada.
Sure.
All right.
That's what it's got to be. It's got to be. We've got a pretty supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you about something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said, if I had a gay son, I would think I'd...
Oh, look, another. I'm saying to you, the swamp, you guys, the swamp.
You become a champion, you become a star, and someone says...
Let me ask you something. Are you gay?
Have you had the chance to interact with a more diverse
Are you? Let me know. Are you gay?
Could I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of. Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay. If you had a son and he was like, you had a son, he was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak fucking man, dude. You're part of the fucking problem. You elected Justin Trudeau, like, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just fucking pathetic. And the fact that you have no fucking backbone, and has he shut down your fucking country and seized bank accounts? You ask me some stupid shit like that, go fuck yourself. Move the on, man.
That doesn't answer the question, but I did want to ask also things you said about the trans community. You said this past October when they announced the Bud Light sponsorship that you'd go so hard on Bud Light in your next fight, they'll have to accept me or denounce me when they know will know what they stand for.
This guy's like, hey, this Canadian's not that Canadian.
Are you still going to use your fight time to kind of speak on that?
Here's the thing about Bud Light. 10 years ago, to be trans was a mental fucking illness. And now all of a sudden, people like you have weaseled your way into the world. You are an infection. You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of fucking you. And the best thing is the world's not buying it. The world's not buying your fucking bullshit you're fucking peddling. The world is not saying, you know what, you're right. Chicks have dicks. The world's not saying that. The world's saying, no, there are two genders. I don't want my kids being taught about, who they could in school. I don't want my kids being taught about, their sexual preference. Like, dude, this guy is the fucking enemy. You want to look at the fucking enemy to our world? It's that motherfucker right there. asking these stupid questions. Sorry, I told the UFC I was being nicer. Lance, am I still good with this? Did I cross any lines? A little. What the? I didn't say the F word. You just brought this guy in here to piss me off.
I've got one little challenge for Cowboy myself. If you notice this BMF brand on the top of my hat, got that custom branding iron, and I said if he did his ride, I was going to let him brand me, but now I just want to let him do it. So, what do you think about that?
Did you say brand you?
Yes, sir.
Brand you?
Yes, sir.
You and Cowboy were made for each other.
Can we make it happen?
You're nuts. Can I make it happen?
Yes,
There's
sir.
no way in hell I would make that happen. You're crazy. Brand you where?
Back of the shoulder.
In the back of your shoulder.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Clout for fun.
Clout for
I'm
fun?
the BMF. I'll be the girl BMF.
Yeah, I can't make that happen. You look like a really sweet lady. The last thing you need to do is get branded. Have you ever been branded before?
No.
No?
But I've done it to someone.
You should probably. You do? You have? Oh, you're into some shit, huh? I got it. All right. I don't know. Maybe talk to Eric. Maybe Eric will hook you up with Cowboy.
I'll see you in Arlington.
All right. Thank you.
Official weight 126 pounds for Tracy Cortez. On ESPN, 5 rounds if necessary between Rose Namajunas and Tracy Cortez. We'll see you at Ball Arena tomorrow night in Denver.